to a FOX23 investigation. We told you about allegations of unthinkable abuse. A coach, teacher, athletic director, and former mayor of Wetumka accused of sexually abusing his students. Tulsa's investigative reporter Janna dug into those charges on Tuesday against Brent McGee.
Now allegations about what little school officials did to protect the kids, plus 2 former students have sued over the alleged abuse. Here's the second half of Janna's investigation, Decades of Secrets.
45-year-old Noble High School teacher and coach Casey Yoakum stood behind this podium at the Oklahoma State Board of Education. Casey's also been a firefighter and fought in Afghanistan, but he says this is one of the hardest things he's ever had to do: stand up to his former high school soccer coach, Brent McGee. Last fall, he told the board that Brent molested him for years.
This has been hard. This is something you don't talk about as a male.
Casey said Brent's wife, Donna McGee, the longtime school superintendent, knew about the abuse. He asked the board to revoke both their teaching credentials.
What do you think about Casey stepping forward?
I think he's absolutely one of the bravest people I know.
Sheila Armstrong raised her kids in Wetumka. Now her nieces and nephews go to school here.
Had he not stepped forward, there's no telling how long he would be in this school system and be able to continue the abuse.
That secret might still be a secret.
Yeah, secrets like that are like shackles. How do you break free from that? You have to let it out, or you're in your own prison's mind.
Since Casey spoke up, others followed. In August, 2 young men filed this federal lawsuit against Brent McGee, his wife Donna, and Wetumka Public Schools. It says Brent McGee has a long history of grooming and sexually abusing boys. Donna McGee appears to have been complicit in this abuse, failing to take any action over the years despite knowing about the abuse. And Brent used his influence and gifts to groom boys in order to initiate or perpetuate sexual abuse. The lawsuit says some boys even moved into this house to live with Brent and Donna. In the affidavit, one of the boys said Brent McGee was familiar with his dysfunctional family situation and welcomed him into the household. The lawsuit says while he was living in the McGee home, Brent McGee would sexually molest him on a daily basis.
He only took in boys, and I hadn't even thought about that, you know.
The lawsuit also implicates people who work at the school. It says Donna McGee and other district staff also observed Brent McGee grooming boys, but they turned a blind eye to these behaviors. The lawsuit says on August 9, 2022, the FBI met at the Wetumka Public Schools with Donna McGee, Brent McGee, and high school principal Daryl Reed. The FBI informed these individuals that Brent McGee had to stay away from children.
Did that happen? Did Brent McGee stay away from the kids?
No. Why is he there all day around these kids? He's not supposed to be there. You know, the FBI done told you he's not to be around children, and you're knowingly knowing that, letting him in there, giving him full access all day long to these babies. Why?
Brent did turn in his resignation at school.
Whenever he quit, like the first 2 weeks into school, he just quit. Nobody knew why. Nobody knew where he went, why he was gone. No one knew about the FBI coming either. And then, sure enough, everything dies down a little bit. He's right back in school.
The lawsuit says the district permitted Brent McGee to be present on school grounds, even after he resigned, and allegations of his serial abuse of boys were widely known. It also says following this FBI meeting, high school principal Daryl Reed had a meeting with the staff at the high school. He encouraged staff to protect Donna McGee. Reed took no action to inform staff how to protect children or investigated which students could have been affected by McGee's behavior in order to assist them. Daryl Reed is still the principal of Wetumka Junior High and high schools. I reached out to him, the superintendent, and school board members, but I haven't heard back from anyone. In its motion to dismiss, Wetumka School District's attorneys called the claims allegations without factual support, and that no district employee had any knowledge of his abuse or harassment.
What do you think about how the school handled the situation?
Horribly. He never should have been able to step foot back into that school or on campus or at the football games.
The lawsuit says one boy had had enough. During the Wetumka football senior night game, he began screaming at Donna McGee that Brent McGee had raped him. This incident was witnessed by other players, other Wetumka public school staff, other fans, and law enforcement. Sheila says she was there and saw the whole thing.
I saw a kid in crisis having a meltdown. Hang on.
I know it's emotional.
It is. It hits very close to home, you know?
Take your time.
He goes off into the parking lot and we can hear him screaming and crying. Brent raped me. You knew, Donna, you knew this whole time, you know. Y'all's gonna pay for this. You're not gonna get away with what y'all did to me.
Did the superintendent, Donna, see that happen?
Yeah, she was there.
You know she heard it.
Everybody heard it. You could not hear it.
In a motion to dismiss the case against her, Donna's legal team argues there are no facts to show that Ms. McGee had reason to believe any such abuse was occurring in her home, and the plaintiff's own allegations show the alleged abuse was occurring behind closed doors. After Casey spoke to the board, they suspended Brent's license, but not Donna's. She continued to run the school. What do you think about that?
I'm angry. He should have been gone, she should have been gone, no questions asked. What other school would allow that?
Donna ended up retiring with benefits at the end of last school year. As of now, Donna faces no charges.
I'm hoping that it will come. She absolutely failed to protect these kids.
You think she should get in trouble?
Absolutely, I think she should be in jail with them.
Brent got out of jail on a $250,000 bond. With this court order, no contact with minor children. Brent's attorney filed this motion to try to dismiss the lawsuit. She wrote, "These are only unsubstantiated accusations and circumstantial allegations." She goes on to say that the plaintiff's complaint provides nothing more than naked assertions, conclusory statements, and unjustified claims for monetary damages. Therefore, it must be dismissed.
He reeled me in. Hook, line, and sinker.
Casey told his story on this podcast called Official Street Preachers.
It's not a norm, and it makes you feel not normal. It makes you feel less than normal. It makes you feel at times where you do want to take your life.
He wants both Brent and Donna to pay for what he says they did to him.
They're two evil people among many other evil people in high-ranking positions in that town. They're covering for each other.
I hope they hold them accountable. I hope these boys get justice.
Do you think there are more victims?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's more victims.
Casey said as soon as he confronted Brent, he knew he wasn't alone.
He wasn't caring. And it was that time, by his actions, I knew I wasn't the only one.
You can be free of it. You're not alone. You have others to stand with you. You have others that have been through the same thing.
Sheila says this has been hard on the town that's now divided, and that some people in Wetumka still stand behind Brent and Donna. What is your hope for Wetumka?
I see this maybe as a cleansing. God bringing out what's done in the dark into the light, making it a safer place for the Wetumka's future. These kids are our future.
In Wetumka, covering news that matters, Janna Clark, Fox 23 News.
Janna reached out to Brent McGee, his wife Donna, the current school superintendent, the principal, and school board members.
She has only heard back from the attorney for Wetumka Schools, who said he doesn't have any comment.
Since Casey is older than 45, the statute of limitations has passed for him, so none of the charges against Brent involve Casey. Casey wants to get that law changed to raise the statute of limitations for statutory rape and sexual assaults.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Janna Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23 Investigates at FOX23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search FOX23 Janna Clark on Facebook.